Hello, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament. Today we're talking about the third part of the general reading of the 27th chapter of the Pot Smoker's Bible and the 24th chapter of the book of Zion. So I'm going to take up where I left off. Our first objective is to go camping. That sounds so mundane. Let's go camping. Out west in Nebraska is a huge prairie preserve. I have thought that perhaps, in addition to our local campers, all who are needed first in Zion, the guild leaders, their core people and families, should camp there. That is where Kenny says we need to be. So, no viewing steps for me to safeguard our camp out. We have yet to decide the location. But if you plan to camp out with us, um, there, start saving up for the trip. Just save the money you would have spent on that glass bottle you shouldn't buy. See? There you go. Until then, read the Torah, King James Version. Just stop at the end of the Old Testament. Do some research into the Sabbath. Treat drugs as sacred. Learn to do three things. Speak good words, do good deeds, and have good thoughts. To do these three things releases you from karma. Our words judge us. Our deeds multiplies us. Our thoughts creates who we are becoming. These are sacred truths. These are the guiding principles of Zion, the religion. It is a social rule of etiquette. We are three things. By these three, we actualize our lives. By these three, we are judged. We are redeemed or condemned. And by these three, we evolve. To speak is to finalize into reality the intent of will. It is done and final. It cannot be reversed, but it leaves a mark on reality, creating waveforms that interact with all others and determines all finite outcomes. We are what we utter. Once spoken, it is recorded and forever bound in the matrix of reality. This overlays the quantum space that creates reality. A spoken word becomes reality. It becomes part of the matrix of the reality of everything that is becoming. We create each moment of time by filling the one that is. Only what is actualized in spoken form projects our will into the next moment. What we say creates actual events that unfold. What happens because she said that, he said this. Words are the force of will. We project our will through speech in actual time, creating the next moment. Then there is what we do. What we say creates the situation from which we act. Our deeds, our words project our will, but we physically create our world. Our deeds are the evolution of our will, but we use our bodies to do that which we will it to do. We do what we desire. Once done, we are judged by it. We must reap what we have sown. Pay the price for what we do. We enjoy the fruits of our labors. This is karma in action. There is no mechanism for in unity that can break the bond of reality. Physical reality is so intertwined with actual deeds that you are bound by your actions, by your actual deeds. It is a bond of physical force. It binds you to life. It can't give that bond to another or forgive it away. Equal force must be used. No person can take that burden from you. You bear your sin. You are bound to it. Repeat. Pay the price. Repent. Or karma will take you. Do good deeds. Think of all the wrong you do, what you witness and allow. You are a witness too. We are judged by our deeds. To do a good deed is to repent from a past bad one. At the end of each life, we are shown our deeds. Where you end up next depends on what you did before. Good deeds ensure a better future for you personally. It's in your best interest. Our goal is to become the best that we can be, or at least what we do. Good deeds create good habits that help us to realize our ambitions and goals. It's logical that a good deed will be a force for good. We create our reality by the actions and reactions that we make. A positive action will help us to fulfill our dreams. A negative one will hamper our dreams. You are at this moment the culmination of everything that you have ever said and done. You can't take back an action once it's committed. It is solidified, entombed in the stone of manifest reality. Therefore, you judge yourself for all time with every action that you take. So, the next action you take becomes who you are. Who you are then. We are always becoming. From breath to breath, we realize ourselves. So, no one is without the innate power of the moment. If you do not like who you are at this moment, change. Do a good thing. Become better. Life asks no more of you than that. Live in the present moment. Act wisely. Become in this moment the best you. Our entire world is the manifest reality that we created in each moment before it. We each did something yesterday or an hour ago that created the elements of this moment now. To change our world, we need only to change our actions in this present moment. To change tomorrow, do a thing today to create the desired change. Because tomorrow will be your reality. Then, tomorrow, keep that change. When that change becomes the normal action for you, change something else. Step by step, we change our reality one action at a time. If we want a better world tomorrow, we must change the world today. And that change comes through action. Reality is a solid form. We can interact with it. We live within it. We create it through our actions. So each action we take today creates the reality that we live in tomorrow. So, if we want to live in a world of peace and joy, where good things abound, we must create it ourselves today. Our actions create our reality. To do a good deed is to create a better reality. In each moment we create, through action, reaction, or non-action, what comes next is determined by that. We are ultimately in control of every moment of our lives. If we create good, good is solid and real. So, if you're suffering in this moment, you have the power to act and change it. So, do a good deed. If you're depressed, force yourself to do something good for anyone or for yourself. Just stop crying and do a good thing. That's all it takes. One moment, one deed. Change this moment for the better. Because that will change everything in your reality from this moment on. With good deeds, we can find our way to a better life, moment by moment. I have no instant cure for the world's dire situation. I don't. But I have a way to start. We only need to create a new beginning to end that which has taken lifetimes to become. One good deed at a time, taken by everyone at once, will in reality create a huge wave of change that can and will make us all better human beings and our world a safer place to live in. So simply, by doing a good deed with every action we take, we can create a new reality. A simple step. Act wisely. But the result is a massive reality, forever changed. If you do a simple act, like help a stranger in need, or don't buy junk, you create a wave in reality. Everything that is shifted slightly, the person in need lives. The factory spewing out carbon closes. Reality is better. You are better. So, do a good deed. Create a better reality. You can. By speech, we exert our will. By action, we solidify reality. But both depends on what is in your head. Before you speak, you think. You think of what to say. Before you take an action, you plan it in your mind. You first think, then you do, then you say, then you do. So, in order to change, you need only change your thoughts. We are our thoughts, what we think, we say, and do. Thinking determines both speech and actions. In quantum reality, where everything forms, there are only energy forms and thought forms. Each particle is an energy form, like a solid thing. It is finite, having characteristics that can be observed, but they are inert. They have no energy source to determine which characteristic will solidify into reality. Thought forms create finite characteristics in quantum particles. That is how reality works. And that is where I'm going to end for today, or for this episode. So, we'll pick up next time where I just left off. Until then, may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you always be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light the unicorn way. May you always be happy and high. Know that I love you. Together, we can build a better future, one moment at a time. Do a good deed. Think a good thought. Say a good word. That's all it takes. Till next time, love you. Later. 'Cause I'll never say bye.